Welcome, Nina. Welcome to Happy Minds, Wealthy Lives. I'm so excited to have you here. I know you've been in the group for a while, so it's so cool to finally have you here on the call. And I have it too, right behind you. I have it too. Bought your book, and that's why we're here today, is to talk about you, your book, and your coaching. So tell us how you got started and why you wrote this incredible book.
Hello, Dr. Beverly. Hello, everybody who's watching and listening. It's so nice you're here. Yes, I wrote this book, Healing Millions, as my thank you gift to all amazing healers who helped me on this way to become a healer. Actually, I had never intended to become a healer. It just happened. I was working in marketing, doing marketing campaigns for Fortune 500 companies, and then I became sick. And when nobody could help me, I spent a lot of time going to the doctors trying to find the cure for my pain. Nobody could help me. In just 2 sessions with an energy healer, I became pain-free, and that changed my whole reality. And I started learning about energy healing just to help myself. And all of a sudden, I was booked weeks in advance without even realizing it. And then I realized this is not a hobby anymore. This is a real business. And while I was building my business, my healing business, I noticed there are some patterns that other healers have too. And I helped them as well to build their businesses. And I wrote this because I truly believe that the world needs more healers, the world needs more love, and healers, light workers, shamans can help bring peace and healing to the world. And I wrote this book for them to help them build a healing business on their own terms that makes their soul smile and that brings them peace and clarity they need to heal more people. So together we can heal millions.
I love that. And I cannot agree more than I do. I mean, I've had energy work done. I do energy work, same thing. And I certainly noticed in reading this book that I knew I was a hobbyist for a little while, but in reading, I realized I was a hobbyist a whole lot longer than I thought I was. I mean, when I first started coaching, it wasn't a business. It was, I'm just, sharing knowledge and helping out a few people. So, yeah, that's a hobby. But even when I started, quote unquote, a business, it was still a hobby for a long time. And that's what I loved about this book, that you're showing healers how to do it. And you're not just saying you can do it, you're showing them. And the fact that you went through it, which I think most healers did, we went through something ourselves. And 2 sessions is incredible, by the way. Yeah, that's fantastic. And that's the beauty of it. It can happen quickly. So many people don't know it. And I mean, like I said, I agree so much with everything you just said, because this world needs so much love. Uh, Constantly, there's an old Dusty Springfield song that goes through my head about what the world needs now is love, sweet love, from the 60s. And I feel like it is so much more that we need love today. And this is the way. I think this is the way, because there are healers out there who don't know they can make it a business, who don't think they're really healers, but they're healing people, they're helping people. And just like you said, you came to it accidentally, you know, and you got booked so quickly. And I think that's what so many people need, is because when we can share our gifts, like you said, healing millions, we can heal millions and millions and millions of people just with the energy and the light of all the light workers that are out there. And I, for one, thank you for writing this book as a thank you, because, like I said, I noticed not only that, but one of my favorite parts was clarity, because of the simple fact that I've had business coaches who said things like, discover your ideal client, interview people, ask them questions, but I never really asked the right questions. But you kind of help us with that in here.
Yes.
Talk about that a little bit.
So, Dr. Beverly, you mentioned something very important. I think a lot of healers, a lot of coaches can associate with that feeling, like being hobbyist and business owner. We start this because we love what we do. We experience incredible results and we want to share this with the world. And a lot of us, when we start this business, we don't have a big plans. We just want to share the knowledge, and that's what we do. But very soon we realize this is not working anymore for us because we have the whole new life. At that moment, I had a little baby. I couldn't be hobbyist anymore. I couldn't have a sessions, a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon, a little bit in the evening. It was crazy, and I couldn't do it anymore. I had to made a huge changes in my life. And everything starts with the clarity. You really need to know what kind of business you want to have. Because this is what I noticed. So many people try to build businesses according to someone else's ideas, someone else's beliefs and goals, and they forget what they really want. And you need to choose what you really want, how you want your business to be, and choose a strategy that works for you and for your business and for your stage of business. It's so important. You can have everything, but a lot of times people spend so much time, so much energy doing all these things that are not really important. And when you get clear what you want, how you want your business to be, and who is your ideal client, how you want your ideal, how you want to serve your ideal client, everything changes. There's so much clarity. All of a sudden you realize you don't have to do all these things. 99% of things that you have been doing, like you don't have to do them anymore. You just need to focus on the most important things, and that really saves so much time, so much energy, and so much money. And what you mentioned about asking the right questions, you really need to understand your ideal client at the soul level. What struggles do they have? What keeps them awake? What they are thinking when nobody's listening? What they feel afraid to say to somebody? And what they really, really want. And what they feel afraid to say that they really want. And what is really stopping them. You need to understand your clients at a very deep level, because if you don't know what challenges they have, how can you help them? It really starts with that. Who is your ideal client, how you can help them, and what they really want. So you can create something they really want and give it to them.
I love that. And I love that you mentioned we're all at different stages of our business and know what you want. But we're also at different stages of our lives,
Yes.
like you said with the baby. And that makes a difference. You can't have 27 one-to-one clients in a day when you've got a new baby at home.
Mhm.
So how did you work around that? And
The first thing was like how I want my business to be, and I really got clear what I want, and I realized the easiest way to change my whole life was to create a course, invite my clients to a course, and all of a sudden my whole week freed up. I had so much time. I just needed to do like sales calls, but and I was teaching that course 2 times per week. And I had so much free time. I was able to organize my whole life. And that really, really helped me a lot. And especially as a new mom, of course, you don't want to leave your baby with just another person. You want to know who is this person who takes care of your kid. And for me, that was the number one, that my baby is taken care of, so I can help my clients. And that really helped me organize my life much better because, as a business owners, we want to help everybody. We want to be there for everybody. But there's a point in our life when I realize we need to take care of ourselves, create our business and life the way we want it, and invite people who are aligned with that values, with that mission and values and strategy to come into our life.
yes, I love that you talked about how we have to take care of ourselves first. It's just like the old thing on the airplanes, put the oxygen mask on yourself first. And doctors will tell, I've heard doctors tell people, with family members in the hospital, take care of yourself. Don't stay here 24 hours a day because you have to be able to take care of this person. You have to take care of yourself first. And I love that you're talking about doing that with a business, taking care of yourself first instead of thinking you have to serve everyone and that you have to do it for free, because that's also a thing that healers do so often is they think, I just want to help people. I just want to help people. And then they realize they're paying all this money out. Like you said, you're saving people money because they're paying money out and not getting it coming in because they just want to help people. Now, I was a school teacher. I understand that completely. I'm sure you understand that completely. So how do we go from wanting to just help people to actually breaking down and convincing ourselves that it's okay to charge.
Yes, I think that's a very good question. I think every single coach and healer can really relate to that because we just want to help people. And we were taught that when you help, you don't expect anything in return. But in this case, this is just profession as any other profession. You spend a lot of time learning, you spend a lot of money learning, like attending all these courses, spend a lot of energy playing, and also a lot of time like perfecting it and mastering it. Of course it's okay to be to charge for the work you do. Like if you are any other, like any kind of profession, if you are mechanic or if you're a plumber, if you're a doctor, if you're accountant, you would definitely charge for your knowledge, your expertise, and your experience. So why should be different for healers and coaches? So we are also valuable and we also contribute to society. And what I teach people inside the book, there are four types of offers they need to create. There's going to be free offer that we're going to offer to everybody. We are going to create content to educate people. Not everybody is going to be able to afford our services. So the way when we give like free content, we also serve those kind of people who cannot afford our services. For people who have just a little money or just want to test us to see if we are the right fit for them, we have a low ticket offer for them so they can test and see if this is something for them. They have a little budget, they can still get some results. And we also have our core offer. With our core offer, this is how we create our group program. And this is the moment when you start scaling your business, when you can invite more people, free your time, and get paid more for the work you do. And of course, if somebody wants direct access to you, it's a premium because they like you cannot work with any other clients. You work with just one client, and that needs to be, of course, charged premium. And when you create the whole world that way, when you serve, there's a free content for other people who cannot afford your services. There are low ticket for people who can afford just a little bit. There's an other core offer for group program and one-on-one program. You have everything for everybody. And I have a lot of my content, 99% of my content is free of charge for people who cannot afford my services. But of course, people who want to go and learn more about things I do and teach, that costs extra. And this is what I also want to teach healers. Like if somebody wants to expand their knowledge and learn more about techniques and tools, and you're spending your time teaching that and you're not spending that time with your family and doing other things, of course you need to charge. Yeah, that's my philosophy.
I love that. Yes. And I love that, like you just said, 99% of your stuff is free.
Yeah.
So there's something for everybody. And I think also, like the free course, I believe that's not only for people who can't afford your services, but it's also for those people who are new to it and
Yes.
who don't know anything about healing, but they feel like I've been going to doctors and nothing's changing. What else can I try? And when they see a free course, it's like, oh, okay, it's not even going to charge me, cost me what a doctor's appointment costs. I can go to this and try it for a few weeks and just see. And my personal opinion is they're going to see some results. I mean,
Yes.
I think with everything we see results, because energy is everything. We are energy, money's energy, the toxins that are coming out of our bodies are energy, everything is energy. And it's just a matter of manipulating it. And I think
Yes,
that's
definitely. And you did a free course and I still got results from your free course. I was attending it and I was doing some exercises and I got results. First of all, I realized how much money I already have in my life that I didn't pay attention to. And I started realizing what are my money blocks that really helped me shift some money energy. And you do this so well in your free course, which is amazing because you help so many people shift. And I still cannot believe it's for free.
well, I appreciate that because I think sometimes we don't think that someone else who's a healer and is going to get benefit from our own courses.
Mm,
And they do. I mean, I know I took your clarity and action course, which I don't know if you're planning to do that again this year, but I hope so because there's so many people who need that. As I said, I've been told 1,000 times, ask questions, interview your people. But in that, you shared not only how to do it. You know, shared not only to do it, you shared how to do it. And
Mm.
and I was absolutely floored. So anybody out there, if you're looking to get clarity in your business and with who your ideal clients are, I trust me, you need to take Nina's free course, Clarity in Action, because it's absolutely amazing and leads you right into this. And you know, it will complement this so well. Um, I can't say enough good things about that course.
Thank you.
And it's a 4-week course, free course, and so much support, so much more than I have gotten in courses that I've paid, you know, thousands of dollars for. So, and that's the same thing with this book. There's sorry, there's so much in here. You know, you talk about people who are working in an unsupportive environment, because
Mm.
it happens too a lot of times with healers, because they're trying to do everything, and you know, when they don't have support themselves, how that affects them. And you also talk about, you know, with your marketing background, which I think is phenomenal, that you talk about how to market and not just say market it. So I just threw two things at you that you can that I'd love to hear you talk about: the person, the healer who's working in an unsupportive environment, as well as how they actually get started with marketing.
Yeah, I think a lot of healers deal with that unsupportive environment. It's really hard and challenging to build a company and to follow your dreams when somebody tries to put you down every single day and you're trying to convince them, hey, I'm doing something good for humanity, but they don't believe you. And they say, like, this is not even a real job. You're not making money with that because it's a not traditional job. And especially if you're a healer and you're afraid to charge and you're not making money with your business, like, oh my God, they don't see this as a real job. And of course, like there's so many misconceptions about energy healing as well. You know, is it a woo-woo? What's going on there? Like, is it scientifically proven? All kind of things. You know, we have to deal with a lot of things as a healers, and it's really, really challenging every single day. And I talk a lot, like the first part of the book is just about mindset, really to help you rewire your brain that you can have successful healing business and it is possible for you. The second part is really strategy. I walk you through every single step and I give you a lot of templates, a lot of sheets, a lot of materials that you can download to implement things. I know it's challenging for so many people to implement every single thing from the book. And this is why I also have implementation workshop for people who buy this book. If they send me the order number, if they send me like a screenshot of just order number, I'm happy to give them implementation workshop to help them exactly to implement things from the book. Because, you know, we were never born learning how to be entrepreneurs. We were never taught how to run a business. This is something we discover as we go. And I know it's challenging for many people, like because they don't have a marketing background, they don't have a business background. And for me, I really care. I really care. I want them to get results. This is why I have this implementation workshop to help them get things done and get things implemented.
That's fantastic. I didn't know you had an implementation workshop. That's incredible. Because you're so right. Well, we weren't taught how to be entrepreneurs. We were taught how to be factory workers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I said, I was a teacher, love teaching, but the purpose of it is in every society is to maintain the nation as it is and maybe move it forward a little bit. They're not ready for the leaps and bounds jumps. You know, our education system over here was started, you know, pre-industrial age, and that's where much of it wants to stay. I mean, that's the whole thing of bringing back factories, which we haven't really had in a generation. Um, it's not ready to move forward the school system into the light, into entrepreneurship. I know I always had a few students who were, I'm just going to follow, you know, I'm going to take over the business that my dad has, a roofing business, you know, or a plant business. That was as far as they could see in entrepreneurship, which is wonderful that they were able to do that. But they weren't going to. It's funny that so many of the students I had weren't going to create something new. It was just follow dad,
Mm.
you know? Which is almost, I guess it's strange to me because that means that Dad probably did that 30, 40 years ago,
Mm.
in the 19s, back in the 19s. And so their kids aren't seeing today that they can do something new like this, like healing millions. Of course, it's probably because they haven't had the energy work yet, but I feel like they should have seen it, and maybe they could see it. I feel like the school system could bring this in, even if it's just to bring in somebody to come in and do energy work with them once in a while so that they can see it. And I think that would be so beneficial to help them see that and then teach marketing. I think marketing can be taught and entrepreneurship could be taught. And it would be wonderful to see that. I'm just not sure what they take out. So I do have those issues. But yeah, we weren't taught to.
Yeah, the biggest problem is with marketing and sales. It's a huge problem in the healing industry because people hate it. And the reason for that is everybody remembers bad sales experience. Nobody wants to come across as salesy, pushy, icky, all kind of things. And the truth is, selling is helping your clients solve the biggest problems. They're praying and hoping to get sold. It's an act of service. At that moment, when I was in an enormous pain, I was praying for somebody to help me release that pain. And that woman that helped me heal, she did a miracle for me. That was exactly what I needed. And that's exactly what healers do. Like we are helping clients solve the biggest problems they are praying and hoping to get solved. It's an act of service and help. And marketing is not really bad, it's not evil. It's just your tool to tell people what you do and how you can help them. And that's it. And when you create an offer that solves specific problems, gives people results, people will love it. And when marketing is done right, it feels like a heart-to-heart conversation with your best friend. You don't have to be pushy, you don't have to be icky. People will just naturally come to you and ask you because you have something they want, and and they are looking for something like that, and it's just perfect match in the universe. And it's just like you need to tell people what you do. You need to get visible in order for people to know what you do and how we can help them.
Right. Because if we don't tell them, we can't help anybody.
Yes. And I
So
know that is the number one thing stopping so many healers from like doing this work. Oh my God, I cannot do this on social media. What if people see me? What they will tell about me? What if they judge me? The truth is, what does your heart say? If your heart says this is the right thing for you to do, just go and follow your heart because you will not be happy trying to please every single person around you because it's impossible. Do things that you love and follow your heart.
excellent advice. Always excellent advice to follow your heart because your heart, was it Steve Jobs said, your heart and your soul already know.
Yeah,
So just follow it because when we fight against it, that's when we get sick.
yeah,
That's when we need the healer because we're not following our heart. We're doing things that are against what our soul wants to live. And that's when we have all these toxins beginning to take over our bodies. So
exactly. So
thank
basically, you very often get sick when we don't do things that we are born to do because our soul is sad and like there are a lot of things happening in our life. We cannot fully express ourselves. And of course, there are some parts of us that get really, when you vibrate constantly, that low vibrations energy like sadness, anger, guilt, blame, and when you blame somebody for your life and all kind of things, of course, that blocks the energy and it develops in illness over the time.
exactly, exactly. Again, I love this book. I know you've got a launch party coming up.
Yes.
Tell us about that. So how can people join?
So the launch party is happening next week, sorry, next week, Tuesday, May 20th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join, go to ninamaglic.com/book/party. And this is the party where I want to celebrate you. Every single healer, every single coach who joins, we want to celebrate you because this is not really about the book. It's about you. It's about the movement we create to heal millions. And it's really stepping into your purpose and doing the work you love. And I'm inviting all my mentors and coaches to come and join us for the party and my colleagues because I want to celebrate with you. And if you have time to come, it would be awesome. because we also have a special prizes for people who join us. We have a Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to give away some courses because I just want to reward people for the work they do and to bring more peace and healing to the world. And all money collected from the book launch is going to be fully donated to Children's Hospital, St. Anna Children's Hospital in Vienna, that does research for cancer research for kids.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Everybody, the links will be in the comments. Actually, they'll be in everything. But that's Tuesday, 1 o'clock Eastern time. So it makes it easy for those of us over here in the States. So you want to go to this. I mean, did you hear what she just said? I want to make sure people heard this, that she's giving away courses, she's giving away prizes, celebrating you, because the world does need more healers, because it's the only way that we can heal this world and heal all the people in it is if we have more healers. So I
Mm.
love that. Thank you so much, Nina. I really appreciate you being here. And is there anything else that you would like to share? Oh, by the way, y'all, did you get her last name? Maglic, Maglic. It's like having a magic wand in the middle of the word magic. What lovely. I love that name. So, is there anything else that you wish to share with us?
Yes, I just want to say thank you so much, Dr. Beverly, for having me on your show, on your podcast, or in your group. I just want to say thank you so much, everybody who is going to join us. We are so excited to see you inside our community. We welcome you, and yeah, just give a message to everybody: be brave, shine your light, because the world needs this love and light inside of you more than ever. I'm sending you all lots of love and big hug.
Love that. Thank you so, so much. And I'll see you later.
Thank you.